have everybody. Councilwomen O'Donnell and Richmond are in via telephone.
So if the mayor is ready to begin, I will go ahead and read the opening statement and then we'll call the roll.
Yes, I would like to begin the meeting today, this special meeting at 3 p.m. at August 10th, 2021.
This meeting is being held in accordance with NJSA 10:4-9 except. Notice has been provided by transmitting the notice of this special meeting to the Asbury Park Press and the Tri-Town News and by posting it on the bulletin board reserved for such announcements in the Township Municipal Building and by filing it with the municipal clerk on August the 9th, 2021. Notice of this meeting is being provided as soon as possible following the calling of the meeting by posting the written notice on the bulletin board reserved for such notices in Howell Township Building by posting it on the township website and also by notifying the designated newspapers by emailing a written notice of same to such notice. The Township Council could not have reasonably have foreseen the need for this meeting at a time when adequate notice could have been provided. We're going to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes, sir. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
For which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice
for all.
And we will call the roll. Mr. Bonovich.
Present.
Mrs. O'Donnell.
She's muted.
Mrs. O'Donnell, is she able to respond?
Still
I
muted.
will see if I can get her to unmute.
Okay. In the meantime,
Yep, she's
There we
here.
go.
okay, Mrs. Richmond,
Present.
Deputy Mayor Russo,
Here.
and Mayor Berger.
Present. I did not hear Ms. Richmond. I think that was
Evelyn.
Councilwoman O'Donnell.
Okay, Ms.
No,
Richmond?
you're incorrect. That was me.
Right.
Councilwoman Richmond, that was me. Present.
So the names are switched on the they were just switched.
I had entered that because it shows up as their phone number, so I'll try and get that corrected.
That's okay. I just saw one, not the other.
So members, because this meeting was called with the inability to provide adequate notice, the body is going to need to approve its happening through this resolution, and I will read it to you for your benefit and for the record. Resolution number 21-265, authorizing a special meeting. Whereas upon the affirmative vote of 3/4 of the members present, a public body may hold a meeting notwithstanding the failure to provide adequate notice if one, the public body could not have reasonably foreseen the need for such meeting at a time when adequate notice could have been provided. 2, such meeting is required in order to deal with matters of such urgency and importance that a delay for the purpose of providing adequate notice would be likely to result in substantial harm to the public interest. 3, the meeting is limited to discussion of and acting with respect to such matters of urgency and importance. And 4, notice of such meeting is provided as soon as possible following the calling of such meeting by posting written notice of the same in the public place reserved for such notices and also by notifying the 2 designated persons by delivering a written notice of the same to such newspapers. And whereas all of these conditions have been met, now therefore be it resolved by that the mayor and council of the Township of Howell, upon the affirmative vote of 3/4 of the members present, authorize this special meeting of the Howell Township Council to be virtually held on August 10th, 2021 at 3:00 p.m. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
I'll make the motion. I'll make the motion. I'll make the motion to approve R-21 -265, resolution authorizing a special meeting lacking adequate.
And is there a second?
I'll second.
Moved by Councilman Bonovich, seconded by Deputy Mayor Russo. Councilman Bonovich,
Yes.
Councilwoman O'Donnell,
Yes.
Councilwoman Richmond,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Russo,
Yes.
and Mayor Berger.
yes,
And resolution 265 has been approved. Next item for your consideration would be resolution number 21-238. And that was the resolution authorizing and providing for the insertion of a special item of revenue into the 2021 budget pursuant to NJSA 40A:4-87, Safe and Secure Communities Program in the amount of $32,400. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
Motion to
Wait.
approve the resolution?
I'll second.
Moved by, was that Councilwoman O'Donnell or Richmond?
Yes, it is.
Okay, moved by Councilwoman O'Donnell, seconded by Mr. Bonovich. Mr. Bonovich,
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donnell,
Yes.
Ms. Richmond,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Russo,
Yes.
and Mayor Berger.
yes,
Resolution number 238 has been properly adopted. Next for your consideration would be ordinance number 21-17. These following ordinances have already had their public hearing and were tabled, so we're not going to have public hearings on them. We're just going to offer them for final adoption. So ordinance number 21-17 is a bond ordinance providing for various capital improvements and the acquisition of various capital equipment, appropriating $8,600,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $8,170,000 bonds and notes to finance a portion of the cost thereof, authorized in and by the Township of Howell and the County of Monmouth, New Jersey. Is there a motion to adopt ordinance number 21-17?
I'll make the motion, but I'd like to just say something beforehand. I just want to thank Mr. Palazzo for reaching out to the bond council. Thankfully, we got this extension, the MCIA, and we're saving the taxpayers a lot of money. Thank you, Mr. Palazzo. Thank you to the township manager. We were on a deadline. Our last meeting was on that deadline, and today we're on that deadline. So we dodged 2 bullets. Just want to say thank you, and I'll make the motion for 0-2117.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Moved by Mr. Bonovich, seconded by Deputy Mayor Russo. Is there any further discussion? Are you ready for the vote?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bonovich,
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donnell,
Yes.
Ms. Richmond,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Russo,
Yes.
Mayor Berger.
yes,
And ordinance number 21-17 is finally adopted. Next is ordinance 21-18, which is a bond ordinance providing for various sewer utility improvements, appropriating $700,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $665,000 bonds and notes to finance a portion of the cost thereof, authorized in and by the Township of Howell in the County of Monmouth, New Jersey. Is there a motion to adopt ordinance 21-18?
Motion to approve 0-21-18.
Second.
Moved by Mrs. O'Donnell, seconded by Mr. Bonovich. Is there any further discussion?
No.
And we're ready for the vote. Mr. Bonovich,
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donnell,
Yes.
Ms. Richmond,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Russo,
Yes.
and Mayor Berger.
yes,
And ordinance number 21-18 has been finally adopted. Next for your consideration is ordinance number 21-19, which is an ordinance authorizing the leasing of certain capital equipment by the Township of Howell, New Jersey, from the Monmouth County Improvement Authority and the execution of a lease and agreement relating thereto. Is there a motion to adopt ordinance 21-19?
I'll make the motion to move ordinance 21-19, and I second that, what I said earlier to Mr. Palazzo. I jumped the gun. So let's make the motion for 021-19.
And is there a second?
I'll second.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Bonovich, seconded by Deputy Mayor Russo. Is there any further discussion? We will call the roll. Mr. Bonovich,
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donnell,
Yes.
Ms. Richmond,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Russo,
Yes.
Mayor Berger.
Yes, sir.
And ordinance number 21-19 has been finally adopted. And finally, for your consideration is ordinance number 21-20, which is an ordinance authorizing the guarantee by the Township of Howell, New Jersey, or payment of principal and interest on the capital equipment lease revenue bond series 2021. It's the Howell Board of Education project of the Monmouth County Improvement Authority. Is there a motion to adopt ordinance 21-20?
I'll make the motion to move 0-2120, ordinance 21.
And is
I'll
there a
second.
Seconded by Mrs. O'Donnell.
Richmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Richmond. Moved by Mr. Bonovich, seconded by Ms. Richmond. Is there any further discussion?
I'd just like to say, Al Miller, hello, I see you out there.
Are you ready for the vote?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bonovich,
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donnell,
Yes.
Mrs. Richmond, or Ms. Richmond,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Russo,
Yes.
and Mayor Berger.
Yes, sir.
And ordinance number 21-20 has been finally adopted. That takes care of all the official business on the agenda for the evening. If the mayor has no objection, we will open the floor now to any comments from the public.
Please do so.
If anyone from the public wishes to comment, just please click the little raise your hand thing, and the moderator will let you in.
Okay, as of right now, I do not see any hands raised. Mayor?
So
No one at all?
No, I see one.
Hang on. Barbara keeps putting her hand up and putting it down. Hold on a second.
Oh, maybe she's having a bit of a problem there.
Hey, she's
What's going
gone.
on with my?
Brian, your camera's going crazy.
Yeah, it just started. I'm not sure why. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
A little bit. You could like a little, you know.
Right, I'm moving Barbara into the room.
Hello, Mayor and Council. Do you hear me now?
A little bit. Can you speak up, Barbara?
Mayor and Council, this is Barbara Dixell speaking, resident Howell Township. I don't know why these ordinances are a must-for votes. I have no idea why it has taken 2 meetings to get a must-for vote out of this council. I think it's absurd. I think that holding a meeting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when there's no public around and people are working and they have no idea that you just a hell of a lot of money is absurd. But I am going to put you all on notice. I have reported you to the Attorney General of the state of New Jersey. You have no right to do this to the citizens of Howell Township. And I, for one, a citizen of Howell for 27 years, I'm not going to put up with it. Too much political nonsense, and I've had enough. I've reported you, and I hope they do a thorough investigation of Howell Township and this nonsense of having special meetings. The notice was put up yesterday. The agenda was put up today. Well, I'm sorry, I don't buy it. The citizens of Howell Township deserve better. And I'm gonna make sure they get it. You don't have a meeting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when people are working, have no idea. I have no idea. If I didn't see it, and if somebody didn't call me up, I wouldn't even know this meeting was on. But you know what? I'm glad it is, and I'm glad I did what I did. And I'm sorry, I'm putting you all on notice. None of you, absolutely none of you have the right. We hired you. You serve us. You are the elected body of Howell Township. You have to serve the public with dignity, and you're not. And I've had enough. So I've reported you to the state, and I hope they do a good job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mark Parisi being moved in.
Okay, Mr. Parisi is next to speak. Mr. Parisi? Mr. Parisi there?
Hi, everyone. Can you see and hear me?
Yes, we can see you now.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to share with you, as many of you probably know, the zoning board met last night and they approved the expansion of the warehouse project at 366 Ramtown Greenville.
Mr. Parisi, is this related to any of these matters that were dealt with here in this meeting?
Is this public comment solely for the ordinances that were adopted this afternoon?
Yes, because of the nature of this meeting, only the items that are pertinent to this meeting can be discussed.
Okay, well then I will reserve comment for the meeting next week.
Okay, thank you, and I
All
apologize.
right, thank you, everybody. Okay, bye-bye.
Is there anyone else that would like to speak at this time?
Yes, I have Kathy Novak being moved into the room now.
Kathy Novak.
Hello, I can't seem to turn on my video. Can you hear me?
We can hear
Yep.
you, Ms. Novak.
Okay, so my question is, I have to say that I totally agree with what Mrs. Dixell said. And I would like to know if there was a reason, a really good reason why those two special meetings were canceled. And, you know, I think that the public needs a explanation if there were reasonable reasons why you canceled.
I had two council people, both canceled due to personal reasons.
Did you hear that?
Personal reasons?
So, Ms. Novak, because of the nature of these bond ordinances, they require a certain number of votes by the members of the governing body. Due to personal reasons, yes, situations, there were two members who had planned to be on at the meeting, but at the last moment were unable to attend. That in effect would not have permitted the body to have the required number of votes. So having the meetings was useless at that point. So that's why they were canceled and rescheduled.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Harris. I do appreciate your knowledge and experience, and welcome to Howell.
I'm very happy to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else, Mr. Gagan?
As of right now, I see no further hands raised.
Okay. So there are no further hands or requests to go in and make comments. So is there a motion from the body to close the public comment portion of this meeting?
I
I'll
would,
make a motion to close it. Thank you.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Richmond, seconded by Mr. Bonovich. Are all in favor?
aye.
Aye.
And the public comments for this meeting are closed. And if there is no further comments from the body, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
I'll second the motion.
Moved by Ms. Richmond, seconded by Mrs. O'Donnell. Mr. Bonovich,
Yes.
Ms. O'Donnell,
Yes.
Ms. Richmond,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Russo,
Yes.
and Mayor Berger.
Yes.
So this meeting is effectually adjourned.
thank you for,
Thank you, everyone, for taking time out. I'm sorry, Mayor, go ahead.
thank you for your efficiency in this.
You're welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to convene today. We all really appreciate it here in Township Hall. Thank you. Enjoy your afternoon.
Thank you. Have a great evening. Goodbye.